Welcome to Vanguard Metabolic Nutrition Channel. I am Franco Lopez, a Vanguard Metabolic Nutrition Specialist and a registered dietitian and diabetes specialist. Today, we're talking about our trends in 2025, what we're leaving behind, and what we're bringing with us starting in 2026. So, for many people, 2025 has been a year of extremes, confusion, short term health goals, and leaving people really confused and not knowing who to listen to. And this is not just coming from influencers, but from providers, specialists, organizations, all giving different ideologies or telling us how or what we should be eating. So the first thing we're doing in 2026 is providing clarity, sustainable systems that support long-term metabolic and muscle health and ultimate independence to optimize our health and our life. So in 2025, there was a lot of back and forth debate of plant-based versus animal proteins. So this year we're checking out from that because the real issue has been missed, which is the quality of the protein and the food and the nutrients that we're eating. So it's one side saying plants over meats, the other meats over plants, and it's just leaving everybody feeling confused and frustrated. One side claiming superior health to the other. And really, what we should be focusing on is how we can use both of these nutrients to complement each other and build sustainable eating patterns that are true to not just our lifestyle, but our identity, our culture, and just something that feels and is good to eat in general. So, what we're focusing on is our gut, muscle, and metabolic health. And for optimal nutrient utilization, you want both high quality proteins that have all the essential amino acids and high quality nutrient dense foods that are rich in fiber and have foods and nutrients to replicate and improve our gut bacteria. So they both complement each other, and this is what we're focusing on each specific individual's needs, eating patterns, lifestyle, and foods that they like to eat. So we're providing personalized guides to really tailor the meals and eating patterns for you to sustain for long term. So let's talk more about later what these specific amino acids are, how we can achieve them. But just know that most animal proteins have all these complete profile of amino acids, but some plant-based proteins do as well, such as soy or garbanzo beans. But know that not all plant proteins are made the same. So in able to sustain certain types of eating patterns that restrict certain foods, you need serious, intentional meal planning, right balance of the nutrients, and at times even supplementations of protein or other nutrients. So know that they're both equally important. One is to support our muscle and sustain our health. The other is to support our gut health and provide all the nutrients that our body needs to support that muscle and functioning of our body. So more to come on that. Second is we're ditching the scale and not only using weight as an end goal and as a tool to tell us whether we're progressing or not, but it is a tool and it is just a marker to tell us, give us some tracking device, giving some objective results, but it should not be our ultimate goal. With the rise and popularization of weight loss medications such as GLP-1s, Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound, Mounjaro. These people have achieved rapid weight loss, but unfortunately it has come in the expense of muscle. So we're implementing different technology and tools to better track our body composition and look at specific metabolic markers and know if we're losing weight, if this is coming from fat, Are we preserving muscle? Are we gaining muscle? And this is really important. Our body composition is where this muscle is come or when this weight is coming off from the muscle or the fat or both. And with people that achieve extreme weight loss in a short amount of time, this comes the weight loss. So some of it may be from fat, but up to 40% of it can come from muscle loss. And 1 pound of muscle loss has a very negative effect and consequence on our health, our longevity, and our independence. So having many pounds and a large percentage of your body weight to lose that muscle and strength has really long-term effects, and many people may never be able to recover this muscle lost. So think as the scale is not the end marker, but just as some marker that we're looking at as we're achieving our ideal body composition, looking at specific metabolic markers, paying attention to how our blood sugars are responding for those of us that have insulin resistance. So think beyond the scale. Let's look at what our body really needs to function properly and sustain, to the activities and daily life that we can for as long as possible and be an independent and a dependable source for your family, your community, and overall for all of us. So the other thing that we're focusing on is that we're not gonna just talk about nutrition as a single intervention. We're leaving that behind and talking about metabolic health from the ground up and everything in between. So optimal health is not just a single marker or a single intervention, but it's a system of different interventions and different parts of our body working together to bring us the optimal health. So we're talking about health starting from the ground, talking about where our food is coming from, understanding, what soil does affect our gut microbiome, what contact we have with the earth. Do any of you spend any time outside with your feet touching the dirt, and understanding how our feet are supporting our body? And it's critical that we support them and take care of them. So our metabolic health starts with our foot care, taking taking some time to assess that. How are we walking? How much flexibility we have? What's our strength? The condition of our skin and our feet. Many people with metabolic disorders are at high risk for developing complications with their feet. So it is critical that we think about our health starting from our feet all the way up to our connective tissues, our bones, our muscles, our reproductive organs, our gut health, which is what we understand now to be the axis of not just the brain, not just the gut and brain axis, but the axis to all the systems of our body. And what starts in the gut really influences everything in our body, including our emotions and the way we feel in our brain. So it starts from the ground, goes all the way up, affecting all our major organs, our heart, our brain, and how we feel. And ultimately, our cognitive preservation or decline will be influenced and determined by our metabolic health. So the more we pay attention to this as a system rather than as a single intervention, the not only better outcomes we'll have, but we'll be able to sustain this for long term. So with that being said, we are ditching old, saggy, soggy socks. In the past, we just thought of socks as a barrier between their feet and their shoe. And even I personally didn't pay much attention to them until I started having some ongoing issues with skin not responding well, red, itchy, developing at times different infections throughout my life. And in the last year, we have partnered up and connected with a company that provides high quality socks that support your foot health all the way from keeping your moisture out, bringing energy back, supporting the arches of your feet, feeling comfortable. And they also have versions that are compression socks that can help with circulation. So this is all that I use and my family uses now. And of course, they are pretty fashionable and stylish. So we are only using that, myself, my wife, our kids, and now we're sharing it with our members, our community, and we're going to give you all opportunities to get a hold of some of these and experience the difference yourself. So we have partnered up with SickFit, and this will be part of our protocol, and we will share this with all our members, and we will have upcoming events where you might be able to win yourself a pair of complimentary socks and experience the difference yourself. These socks are built differently and they really will impact and make a difference on your foot health, which at the end of the day affects your energy flow all the way up, all the way down. It's a circular motion that occurs and keeps us going and moving and energized. So let's talk about foot health, assess it. We have our provider that will be able to give recommendations on what you can do to improve and take care of that. But know that a lot of foot complications start from a small cut that doesn't heal, and especially people with insulin resistance, diabetes, neuropathy, who have poor blood flow. This one little cut can turn into an infection. And somebody with diabetes that has an infected toe or has an infection on their foot, is still 50% chance that this can result in a below the knee amputation. So these can be serious consequences that with things that we can do now to prevent anything from progressing. And even if you have a wound now, there are things that we can do to reverse that and help heal and prevent the ultimate, which would be getting infected to your bone, leading to a below the knee amputation. So people who have some sort of ulcer and have a below the knee amputation, it's the majority of them are a result of a diabetic ulcer. So our goal here is to take care of our feet and share this with you to provide you the best quality care. So another thing that we're leaving behind in 2025 is that we're no longer waiting for insurances or policies to tell us who can receive nutrition care and therapy and how much of it. So we're implementing new programs and services that are also including insurance base. We have received accreditation with all the major insurances, Medicare, the VA, TRICARE, TriWest, but we're also offering free and low cost programs and memberships starting in 2026. That way, everyone can receive high quality care regardless of your means or your coverage and have the ultimate support, because this is a challenging journey to be able to achieve and sustain your health goals. And the more support we have and the more that the community comes together to fuel and drive each other, the better outcomes we'll have long term. So stay tuned as we will be providing free resources, free information, including this channel, challenges that we have coming up, interviews, events that will optimize your health from the ground up. Okay, so 2026, let's think about clarity. Let's think about sustainable systems, understanding what works and is tailored for your specific needs, your chemistry needs, your cultural needs, your lifestyle needs. And we're providing you with all the tools possible to be able to achieve your health goals and sustain them long term. So stay tuned at our channel so we can provide you with the latest evidence, the latest guidance, and share with you tools to be able to sustain and achieve these long-term health goals. Thank you all for joining. We'll see you in 2 weeks.